Is Earth really the only planet with life, or is something else out there?
When he says he and his friend witnessed something, he never forgets.
Are the men in black real?
The men in black are a real phenomenon.
The men in black, mysterious figures dressed in dark suits, often seen lurking in UFO stories, aren't just something from Hollywood. Their first appearance came in 1947, after a strange UFO sighting in Maury Island. Two witnesses reported seeing a flying saucer, and shortly after, they were approached by men dressed in black who seemed to know far too much about the incident. They warned the witnesses to stay silent, and strangely, these men had an unnerving knowledge of the UFO encounter that no ordinary person could have. Were they just government agents, or was something more sinister at play? The truth is still out there, but it's being kept quiet by them. The Men in Black (MIB) phenomenon began with the 1947 Maury Island incident, where two men, Harold Dahl and his son, claimed to witness a UFO hovering over their boat near Maury Island in Washington. After the sighting, the men were approached by mysterious figures in black suits who warned them to stay silent about what they had seen. These strange men knew intimate details about the encounter, leaving the witnesses terrified and confused. This event marked the first known appearance of the Men in Black, but it wasn't until the 1950s that the phenomenon truly took off. Writer Gray Barker's 1956 book, They Knew Too Much About Flying Saucers, helped popularize the MIB concept, presenting them as government agents tasked with silencing UFO witnesses. The mysterious nature of these figures and their ominous warnings quickly captured the public's imagination, sparking more reports of similar encounters and cementing the Men in Black and UFO lore. What makes the Men in Black so unsettling is not just their behavior, but also their appearance. MIB are often described as tall, wearing dark suits and sporting sunglasses. But there's more to them than just their attire. Many witnesses report that their skin is unnaturally pale, and their features are sometimes described as strange or robotic. Their movements are stiff, and their speech is monotone, further adding to their eerie presence. They rarely blink, and their eyes sometimes seem to have a strange quality to them, as if they are not entirely human. What's more unsettling is their behavior. The MIB are not just polite, they're almost too polite, which gives them a robotic feel. They often ask the same questions repeatedly and seem to know things about the UFO sighting that they should have no way of knowing. In many cases, they arrive unannounced at the homes of UFO witnesses and seem to know everything about the event, including private details that couldn't have been leaked. This ability to know everything about a person's encounter raises suspicions about their true purpose. The Men in Black's intimidation tactics are also noteworthy. Witnesses report receiving threatening phone calls, visits to their homes, and even strange occurrences that seem designed to frighten them into silence. The MIB are often depicted as highly persuasive, using a combination of fear, manipulation, and confusion to prevent witnesses from going public with their UFO experiences. Some victims have even gone as far as to claim that the MIB erased their memories or convinced them that their sightings never occurred. The idea that the Men in Black are government agents is central to many UFO conspiracy theories. It's believed that the government is actively trying to suppress any information about UFOs or extraterrestrial life to prevent mass panic or public unrest. Some even argue that the government is working with extraterrestrials to keep their existence a secret. This is where the Men in Black allegedly come in. They are the enforcers of this silence. One of the most famous cases supporting this theory is the story of Paul Bennewitz, a scientist and UFO enthusiast who, in the early 1980s, became convinced that the US government was hiding information about UFOs. Bennewitz began conducting his own investigations into UFO sightings around a military base in New Mexico. Soon after, he was visited by the Men in Black, who attempted to intimidate him into stopping his research. It's also believed that the government played a role in spreading disinformation about Bennewitz's findings, causing him to question his own sanity. There are other examples of government involvement as well. Reports suggest that the FBI and CIA have long been interested in UFOs and have taken steps to control the narrative surrounding extraterrestrial sightings. In fact, declassified documents have shown that government agencies, including the CIA, have been actively investigating UFOs for decades. This further fuels the belief that the men in black are part of a larger government conspiracy to hide the truth from the public. Over time, the men in black became more than just figures in UFO folklore. They became a significant part of popular culture. Their depiction in media has helped shape public perception of UFO encounters and government cover-ups. The most famous portrayal of the MIB came in the form of the 1997 film Men in Black, starring Will Smith and Tommy Lee Jones. The film, which was based on a comic book of the same name, popularized the idea of a secret organization that monitored UFO activity and erased the memories of witnesses. While the movie took a lighthearted and humorous approach to the subject, it reinforced the idea of shadowy figures working behind the scenes to protect a hidden truth. The portrayal of the men in black in the media has contributed to the ongoing fascination with the phenomenon. In the years following the release of the film, there were numerous documentaries, books, and TV shows that continued to explore the idea of mysterious government agents hiding the truth about UFOs. While many of these portrayals were fictional, they were heavily influenced by real-life reports of MIB encounters. As a result, the men in black became ingrained in popular culture as the ultimate enforcers of secrecy and silence. Some people think the men in black, MIB, are just a result of stress, mistakes, or even hoaxes. After seeing a UFO, witnesses might feel scared and confused, which could lead them to imagine the MIB. Others believe the MIB are actually government agents trying to stop UFO stories from spreading, but people misinterpret them as something more mysterious. There are also ideas that the MIB could be aliens or beings from another world, but there's no real proof for this. In spite of all these explanations, the mystery of the men in black still captures people's imaginations.